What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people ask me about the culture. Today, I was lucky enough to get somebody who I, didn't had a relationship with for a while now, while I was doing this blog and shit. I ain't always been doing interviews and stuff like that, but, I think a lot of people is asleep on this guy in front of this camera if you're not like really from Chicago, in my opinion. But for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and where you're from, bro.
It's your boy NoSleepCity, Austin area, West Side. What's the deal?
Most definitely. Sleep, you just said something that I didn't really know, and I kind of want to pinpoint now.
For sure.
You said Austin.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to give it a bad look now, but it seemed like that neighborhood then raised its hand for the murder rate.
Yeah, I mean, it been like that, though. For
Yeah.
sure. But, I mean, I say as we got older, it transitioned because we was fighting and shit, but once we got older, I ain't gonna lie, it turned up.
Yeah,
the whole Austin area is bad. Well, I ain't gonna say it's bad, because if you from there, you know what's going on. You know what area not to go to, what not to do, but, yeah. Austin is turned right now.
Do y'all, I want to ask you, forget y'all, do you see the shit that we see when we read the newspapers? Or is it normal because you live out there?
Well, I don't live out there no more.
Right.
I'm from there, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it's like, I say it's sort of normal. You don't really see it. When you looking at the news, they're going to give you the bad of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to be like, this happened like this happened like this. They ain't going to tell you what happened before that led up to that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's a whole different thing. And you sort of used to it because it ain't like every day is that shit be happening in spurts. Right. So, I don't know. I'm sort of used to it. I'm sure everybody around that sort of used to it. I still got the house I grew up in. My people were still in that house. You know what I'm saying? I'm still there all the time. So, at the end of the day, like...
But you got a face card, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I move like it though. Okay. So you know what I'm saying. When I'm there, you know what I'm saying. I'm moving the correct way though.
You know, because the internet seemed to only know about like Woodlawn, Inglewood, and stuff like that. But that Austin community pretty aggressive. You know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something a lot of people don't know. I was born and raised in the Austin community.
That's what's up.
So a lot of people don't know that, but I moved away about 10, 11 years ago. Okay? and if you've been gone that long, it's a whole nother city, you know? So I tell people that it's different and shit.
For sure.
But I want to ask you something. Did you go to the schools out there in the Austin community? Because those are some tough schools and shit.
So the crazy part about it, I was always smart as hell. So when I was younger, I didn't go to no schools in the Austin area. Okay. I went to motherfucking Providence St. Mel. Okay. You know, that's a good school. Yeah. I got kicked out during 6th grade because I was tweaking and shit. So I got kicked out of there. But then after that, I had ended up, my high school though, I went to public school, but it just went out there. I went to school at Chicago Academy, that's up north. Okay. On Austin and Roscoe.
Okay. And I'm going to tell you why I asked you that. Because that leads up to my next question. I done told people this. I remember the Fifis on the block. Yeah. Twister telling stories of pimp shit on Madison.
For sure.
Now, it's a lot of shit about 30s now. You know, a lot of dissing and shit now. Yeah. But where did that come from on the west side? Because I didn't see that in the beginning on the west side.
I think that came from motherfuckers feeling like they could rap, but wasn't getting attention for it. So, when I was, you get what I'm saying? So when out south, that's out. Me personally, and I'm sort of close to the drill scene from out south. You get what I mean? So it's like I know a lot about it, but I look at this shit like, okay, it came from you seeing that all these motherfuckers they dissing this dead person, that dead person, they shit going viral. You know what I'm saying? I can rap, but it's like, damn, they ain't paying attention to me because I ain't say fuck dude who did. You feel me? So I think niggas start catching on like shit. Let's play that game that way.
Right. Yeah. Sleep, I think you just fucked my head up with that one. That caused some of that shit.
For sure.
Damn.
It's the fame of this shit. Niggas want to be known. And if nobody ain't trying to take the long route to get on no more. So a nigga rather diss this person or diss that person because they know a fan gonna hit her and be like, damn, he tough as hell. Or, you know what I'm saying? I think that's how niggas feel.
I ask a lot of South Side rappers this. I want to ask you this. You know, with you being from the west side.
Yeah.
Is the diss record really something people really angry about, or is that something you look at like, man, that's just hip hop? Or is it a problem? You hear somebody dissing somebody you know that's dead, it's an issue.
Yeah, for me it's an issue.
It's an issue.
For sure.
It's
but I don't have, it's crazy because I'll just put this shit up the other day. I'm like, I'm glad I don't have no ops that rap because the first dead homie diss, I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a whole different thing to me. Like, I don't diss no dead people. That's never been a part of the shit I do. So it's like, if you take it that far with me, that means this what you want. You want to get into it for real. I don't diss nobody dead because I don't think that's right, just in general. Right. So it's like, shit, at the end of the day, I don't know. Just me personally, I don't know if I'd be able to take that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think that's a part of hip hop. Dissing nobody dead. A part of hip hop, you could talk about my mama. You could talk about whatever was going on. We rapping, we talking about each other. But when you bring up a dead person, I think it take it to another level. That's just my opinion, though.
But Sleep, I want to ask you something though. That'd be 100 now. Okay? Have it ever crossed your mind though? Have it ever came across No Sleep? Man, I might drop a diss record. Have it ever ran across?
I mean, not as far as like no Chicago people, but I have dropped industry disses like.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the real about this shit. It's crazy. Like I done dropped the Tekashi diss, but that shit was about them fucking with Chicago niggas. Like I was telling you earlier, like man. I don't care about no in-town beef with Chicago people, you know what I'm saying? Just in general, when you were out of town and dissing something from Chicago, I don't like that type of shit. It's just like, I feel like Chicago is our shit, bro. If you ain't from here, then and like I said, they go back to dissing the dead and being disrespectful. Right. You from out of town dissing dead people from here, even if I don't know them, I feel disrespected.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, relax, bro. Like, this ain't no shit. You just you on the internet tweaking. Oh, bro. And then, like, I think and it's crazy because a lot of people don't know this either, but I ain't gonna lie, it went viral, but I had did a diss on Chop before.
Oh, YoungChop?
Yeah. But it was on some, like, people.
I think I seen that a little while ago.
People was calling my phone about this shit, though. And it was before I dissed him. Every motherfucker was calling my phone. Saying he dissed my brother Leek, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Leekeleek, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna get the Leek. The legend coming up next.
For sure, you know what I'm saying? So they had said, motherfuckers called me and they were saying like, man, somebody commented on this page, like, he was talking about producers of Legends in Chicago. Right. Somebody commented on this page, Leekeleek, it was like he was live though. Like Leekeleek, he a legend. Who out the band? I guess they said it like 3-4 times. And then the motherfucker had said, like, he said, boy, he ain't no motherfucking legend. I was like, damn. And so I'm like, damn, that shit sort of hurt my feelings. Like, damn, he was one of the innovators of this shit. How you gonna say he not a legend? You feel me? So, yeah, that was the only time, but it wasn't never nothing serious with them.
Okay, I want to be honest with you now. They know you on Truth Teller TV. They know I got you in front of that camera. You know, I got a book right here, got some questions on it. I kind of want to start with you, though. We done tested the wall tonight.
For sure.
It's time to you just said Leekeleek.
For sure.
Now, when I do my research, because I'm a real drill historian, I've been documenting the culture for a while now. When I look and I see him as like in the beginning in the drill culture, kind of using an auto-tune for a lot of people is using that shit, okay?
For sure. That's his name, auto-tune shouting.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like, he prided himself on, he was the one who innovated that shit for Chicago. Yeah. Being auto-tune king.
Do he get his respect in your opinion?
Nah. Yeah. I don't know, that's a lot of the shit that we used to talk about. A motherfucker not getting his respect for the shit that he did for everybody. It's like shit, he felt the way about that before he passed, He was like, damn, like, why niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, but he got the respect because I can't fly to you, Leek. Them motherfucking royalty checks, them motherfuckers booking him for motherfucking beats and features and shit. He got that, but he didn't get the recognition I felt he deserved before he passed. And I don't think he understood that. I didn't understand it either, though.
Was his name as big as it is now, though, when he was alive?
No. Like his name was so. But okay, let me explain it.
We heard him on them tags.
Yeah, now. Exactly. So like when I'll give you a story. His name was big when he was alive because he is the reason that I got in tune and met Dave East and them. We was in New York with them because niggas was booking him to come out there and do beats and it was rest in peace King Shooter. Dave East right here, man. He the one who got up on Leek and brought us out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was certain shit that we was doing, but as far as like his name decent, but I still don't feel like it's as big as it's supposed to be. Niggas don't pay enough homage to him, I don't feel.
Because I think Leekeleek is a real legend and shit. I got a few more questions I want to ask you, though, about that. Did he create Sosa sound? Or we want to say that was Chop? Because I don't want to mix it up because I love YoungChop sound. Yeah. I don't got no fight in that. But I think everybody was trying to do the drill.
Facts. And I think Leek
no one could create that Leek sound.
Nobody could create that. Leek sort of, and not to take away from Chop, though. You know what I'm saying? Just in general, though, the versatility which is why versatile I could do auto-tune, I can rap. This was the main thing that Leek focused on with me. He was like, man, like, nigga, you got to be able to do everything. So I feel like that's why Sosa was so versatile. Like, when you think about it, people think about Chop when it come to Sosa because his biggest songs, like the shit that first blew him up, I think motherfuckers are okay, it's a YoungChop beat. But then motherfuckers be forgetting about Ballin'.
Right.
Shit, Leek did Ballin'.
Yeah.
You throw Ballin' on right now, boy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You throw that shit on, and then that shit go crazy. You feel me? So it's like, it just depends on exactly what the sound people know Sosa for drill, but people know Sosa for that turn shit too. And you gotta attribute that to Leek.
Yeah. Like I said, I think a lot of them, not to take away from Chop, I think he was a legend, but I think a lot of people stole that sound he had.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people tried to steal Leek's sound, but it just don't come out like that.
They couldn't do it. He had the ill for that shit, Joe. They couldn't do that shit, bro.
Not to kind of tilt the mood, though, but I don't want to stay on Leek so much, but I do got one question I want to ask about him one more. What was you at when you got the news about Leek? Because it was rumors of things that happened to Leek, but I heard through information that this wasn't like violence.
No, it wasn't no violence. I was at the crib, and it was crazy. It was probably like, when I got the news, it was probably like maybe 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Shout out my homie Mercer, he called me. And it's crazy because my head, I swear to God, my head had been hurting the whole day. I usually be out and about. I'm doing my 1-2. You know what I'm saying? So shit. But that certain day, I just ain't go outside. You feel me? And my head was just hurting. So I'm on and off sleep all day. And then shit, I get the call at like 3 or 4 o'clock. And then my homie like, shit, this like our brother too though. Like he was in the midst of all this shit. But he called me like, man, Leek dead. And I'm thinking he playing, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just a whole bunch of shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is you playing like that for? You feel me? Don't play like that. He like, no, gang, I'm not playing. So I sit up in the bed and shit. And shit, I could just remember this shit like, I'm like, you serious though, bro? Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I broke out of tears. It was just like, that shit, this is my brother, my everyday. I'm with this man every day. We motherfucking studio. We eat together. Everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so it's like, shit. Man, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That shit hurt my feelings like a motherfucker. On my mama, RP, bro.
Yeah. And I'm, it's a lot of shit be going on in Chicago, man, and I do think that he was a legend, so I wanted to give him his flowers, because I thought his sound was dope,
For sure. I appreciate that, bro.
I got another question I want to ask you, and this ain't got nothing to do with no sleep.